I want you to know that I made this decision, and I thought long and hard, and I told you when the cards fall, you'll know what I chose. I thought long and hard because in my heart I'm like,
I
can I
think
trust?
I think that you made a really good decision.
Okay.
In that front.
Okay. But I want you to know that I'm not back. What I said is what I meant.
Okay.
Kelsey, like, I will leave this house being true to my word.
Okay.
I will leave this house being true to my word. I mean, you did not get off on the right foot.
Yeah.
But I believe that I had, day one, I clicked with you right away, and it's the truth.
Yeah.
And first week, I made a move based
Yeah.
on other people feeling like this is what's the best, but I didn't know people at the time.
Yeah.
And if you see in this instant, those people are flipping against me now.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
They're like, Maddie's clearly angry.
I know.
But
I know. That's what's so frustrating. It's like, fuck, it's so obvious what they. Oh, whatever.
So I just want to reconfirm with you because I know this video's coming up. I'm playing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how much I can confirm this with you, but I made a decision because I made a promise to you, and I feel in my gut. I felt in my gut the first day.
Yeah.
That I didn't follow that gut feeling. I followed game.
Yeah.
And you said it. I think you made a mistake. We went back and forth, and
it is what
this
it is.
This is a new playing field. And
No, and
we're
like,
all really smart. We're all really physical.
We are.
We can go far.
We can. Definitely. And
we have to be careful though with how this goes because nobody really, like, no one, like, with this veto, like, it. I know Cass wants to talk to me. I don't make up stuff. I was genuinely hurt and actually felt, because she was standing beside you and the whole game you've been, so I
truly, like, didn't even, like, when you told me that somebody called you that, I was like,
oh, she told me herself, like, she knew what she said, too.
The thing is I truly think that you have to realize that that's just, I don't think that she meant anything.
She thinks she was just joking.
100%. And do you know how many times a day she calls me a bitch and I call her, like, that's just Cass.
I know, and that's the thing I'm trying to, like, in my heart and head, I'm like, okay.
And I think she was just crushed because I am being 100% honest when I say she was campaigning for you last week. Like, she honestly was. Like, she was
I'm gonna trust your word. She told me this last night, and
I told you this before I even thought you were on her radar. Yeah. She was on your radar.
And then I know other people talk, and like maybe just don't like Cass in general.
Don't like Cass? Yeah, I know. There's people out there that don't like Cass in general.
It's hard.
But I think that the people that don't like Cass in general are the people that are on the other side. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if it was like, I think that they're stoked right now because they're all gonna vote out Cass, but the people that is on our side now are gonna want Cass to stay. So it's gonna be split again, and like it's the same thing. It's like I don't want Christine to leave either, but like Cass is 100% somebody.
Christine hasn't.
I know that you and Christine have this thing, and
I've never had anything with Christine. She just never liked me. Like I just never talked to her.
I know, and so that's fair. And I think that she sort of knew she was coming up. I don't think it was a big shock, and it is what it is. I like Christine. I'm bummed, but that's the name of the game. I'll be bummed if anyone leaves.
Well, as it gets closer and tighter and shorter, it just sucks. It sucks having to
totally. And getting rid of anybody in this house, it's like there's so few people that like when somebody's gone, it's a big thing. So it's gonna suck regardless. For me, like I really trust Cass, and like
I'd rather the veto not be played, and if we're gonna do anything, like
just get numbers.
Just get numbers, like because. You know, if Cass is being honest and what she said was
Cass is just freaking out, and she's just like she wants somebody to veto, and I understand that feeling.
But I don't want to nominate somebody else, because if I'm forced to nominate somebody else, that puts me in jeopardy, and that obviously shows that I'm.
And like I just don't know like who else you would nominate right now. Like
well, if anybody from like use the veto, it shows that nobody cares about targets on my back. Right? Because
what about like Dallas or somebody? Like he could possibly use it on Christine. You never know.
Yeah, if that's the case, like
I would put up Maddie.
That's him.
To be honest, I think Maddie's like the only one in the house that's like she literally pulled me aside and was like, I don't hate you. I just don't like you, and I would never ever hang out with you. And there's like 3 people in this house.
How come she was friends with you then afterwards?
Because I said to her, I'm like, look, Maddie. we had some wine, and I was like, I'm like, you can say whatever you want about me, make fun of my clothes, do whatever you gotta do. I'm like, I don't really care. I'm not gonna put energy into hating you because I don't feel like it, and like I want to have fun in this house, and I don't want to have this weird like beef.
I don't want any hating in this house.
Well, and that's the thing is like I don't feel like it. I don't care. If you want to say whatever you want to say about me, go for it. I'm going to continue to be nice to you and not give you a reason to hate me. And if you still hate me, then that's your problem.
Right.
And like I've sort of just been like, whatever. I'm just like, I don't care. So it's like we're nice to each other and we'll talk to each other sometimes, but like I don't talk game with her. I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's not like we're like friends. It's just we're living in a house together. So.
But if Christine leaves, Kelsey, like they're pretty close. Like if Christine leaves, I think that.
Yeah, but Christine and Cass are also close, you know, and like I'm pretty close with. I think Christine is very much not talking to anybody about anything.
Right.
Like she really doesn't. And when you talk to her, she's like, look, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to have an experience. Blah 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 blah. She's not.
But then there are people that are playing.
She's not
that
gaming.
And then there are people in this household that are playing that don't think that's necessarily fair for someone their game to be fly under the radar and go as far as like look at the back and forth we've had. I just put into perspective because
we're the people
everyone.
that will like get each other out, and then those people will just like coast through it all.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, like really, Kelsey, we all could at some point like everybody, and every week somebody shows another side of their face. And
I know,
it's
it was so funny. I was like looking at Mitch yesterday, I'm like, I feel like you were going to win just because no one will ever want to put you up because you're just like so sweet.
He's just a sweet guy. It's like, but I don't know, I think you have something to teach me and I have something to teach you, and I think this is going to be interesting because I think
it is true.
That you kind of showed me the first week about Loveita, don't necessarily view this as a game. Look at your gut.
Yeah.
That's what you kind of show me. It was like that emotional side of some aspect of life.
For sure. And like even Jared to me all the time is like, you need to not tell people the things that you're thinking. You need to
keep it in.
If you're angry at that person, you need to be nicer to that person. And I'm just like, I truly am just like figuring out the game, and like I'm very much somebody that goes with my gut, and I just say what I feel, and sometimes it can bite me in the butt, and so I do have to learn. But at the same time, same with you. It's like I think that you need to learn some things as well. I think that you're right.
I completely agree.
I think that if Cass leaves this week and Christine stays, I think that you can get Cass to work with you because her and I are so tight. So if we agree that that's happening, I don't think that Christine will let this go. I think that I think that Cass is someone that we can get back. I think that Christine won't come back after this. Like she'll be pissed. So
I think it's like,
I don't know, the whole veto thing. It's like, talk to Jared. You two are playing. You guys decide. Cass is really gonna want to use it. I think that you should, regardless, have somebody in mind that you think that you should put up, and I think that person should be Maddie. Just saying, that's what I would do. I would have put Maddie up. I would, like, if it was me this week deciding. And it's not because I hate her, because I don't. It's
so if you were HOH next week, who would you want to put up? If, let's say, everything...
Oh, God, I don't know. It's so hard because, like...
Trust me, like, when you're...
It's so hard because I'm also working with the boys, you know what I mean? So I have my opinions, but they have their opinions, and, like, I need to try and... Like, Jared, like, thinks...
You guys all have different... I know.
That's the thing. It's like, he thinks this, and I'm like, I don't necessarily think that I would do that. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. But it's good to have that variety so that we can actually lay out the cards and look at the outcomes.
Yeah.
Because they're all... What you bring to the game that I don't think that I have is because you might not, like, know so much about, like, the strategy side of things, you bring reality, right? But then we kind of have to merge that
Both
reality with strategy and think, because don't say everything that you know. I'm not telling you everything I know, but I know.
No, and I don't. I like keep
my gut. There's reasons why. Like, I'm not gonna just do something. I'm not a malicious person. I'm not just gonna do something without. And I will be honest as to why I do something. And I think, Kelsey, you're the same. But what I read in you that I really liked is that, like, you were so hurt by, you know, the fact that when you think that you have something with someone, and I think that that's really important, and I definitely think that can't be discounted. But right now, I just think until the veto, like,
Just be
we
cool.
can't, like, don't
No, I'm fine with that.
say,
Jared already told me to
if
just like lay low.
Christine wins, I'm just gonna say, if Christine wins the veto and takes herself down, and you know what I mean, we be until after the veto. That's what I learned from last week, is wait till those milestones are done. I just want you I just want you to know I'm not backdooring you. I gave you guys my word.
I want you to keep your mind open to the fact of taking Cass off, maybe. Just be open to it.
Yes, my mind is 100% open. Like, and she
Because
spoke to me last night.
And the thing that's hard for me is, like, I know that if it was me up there, then I think that she would do the same for me. And we haven't started an alliance, but like I just know that we're like there for each other like that. So it really puts me in like a hard sort of position. And and like when I first found out, I was like, if I win, I'll use it. And then Jared's like, you need to be smart and you need to. And I was just like, I just want you to be open to the idea of taking Cass off.
She already spoke to me last night, and I'm already open to it. It's not like this conversation is
because honest to God, the Betch thing was a joke. I get that if I heard it too and I was in that vulnerable position, I would have, you know, felt the exact same way. But me knowing Cass the way I do and the way everyone knows her, it's like, that's just the way Cass is. She honestly is. And I think that Cass right now is more just hurt because she was campaigning for you last week. 100%. She came to me more than once and was like, Loveita needs to stay. Loveita should stay. This is why Loveita, like, and she was going to everyone doing that.
Yeah, everything you're telling me, she, like, spoke to me last night.
Yeah. I don't know. So it's either way, you're going to do what you're going to do. You're going to have to talk to some other people and, like, figure your head out. But I do want you to just, like, keep an open mind to that. And
my mind is hot. Like, trust me, Kelsey, my mind is 100% open. But just also keep in mind, too.
I would be worried if Dallas wins.
This is the thing. Also keep this open mind with saying that my mind is open. But remember that there's an entire house that ultimately is gonna see an action, right? I made a nomination. It's gonna see an action. So it just depends where the veto falls.
I think that right now you should feel comfortable in the fact, just in this specific week, you should feel comfortable in the fact that we do have numbers on our side.
Right. And I do feel like
And I think that if it gets to the point where it's either Christine or Cass, I was sitting there just looking around at everybody, and like I think I'm positive, you know, I think that maybe we could get the numbers, but if we don't, I think that split is going to get wider, and I think Christine is going to go to the opposite side, and I don't know. I think that
I gotcha.
But you do your day. I'm going to go get ready, talk to some more people, and whatever.
Okay, bye.
Okay.